Okay, so for question 5, we are doing what is the trend in request time, and are there points of the day where the request volume is higher than normal? Okay, so we're going to do a line plot, but first we need to aggregate the data by hourly time intervals for the X values. And we're going to do it within a 24-hour period. So first I want to check the information on all this. Oh, it has to connect to my Google Drive first. So it's going to take a second. Okay, here it is. So we need to turn request time into date time. So we're gonna that's gonna change the request time into a date time object. And then I'm gonna create a hours. Hold on. Once again, I need to look at what I did above. Okay, we're gonna create an hours column to make this easier. And change the request time to hours, like just the hour itself. So to do that, you do dt.hour. I'm gonna print that and check how that looks really fast. You have that info again. Now you can see request time is now date time. Above it was just a regular object. So that's correct. I can delete that. Now I'm gonna group the data by hour and the count request volume. So I'm gonna do the group by statement. Hour. And then we will print that. So it's changed all of the hours. So right. So if we reprint that, you now have an hours column. And then we did a group by to have the count requests and hours together. And now we can plot it. So it can be a line plot. You have a title, request volume per hour. Label the X and Y axis, and then also the X ticks. We're going to do that too. So I was just telling you where to start and where it'll end. So it'll be from 0 to 24 hours, and then it'll be by 5. So it's going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then we're going to do the X label, 24-hour period. And then Y label is going to be number of requests. All right. Here we go. So that shows you the number of volumes by the hour. And it seems we have peak volume around 5 a.m. Let's see, it's by 24 hours. So 5, yeah, around 5 a.m. and then a little before 10 a.m., like 8 probably. And then 2 o'clock if I know my military time. And then like 8 o'clock. Okay. So next, we're gonna do question 6. I want to look at the distribution of trip duration and find the average or give us summary statistics of it. So average, mean, mode, standard deviation. I want to summarize this, give a summary statistics and visualize the distribution. So we're going to go ahead and create a separate data frame to remove all the null values so it won't affect anything. I ran into a bit of a problem with it when I was doing it earlier. So I found out that creating a separate data frame and then keeping the other one, the original, is helpful. So we'll do that. So I'm just gonna call it new data frame. And then we're gonna and then I'm going to just print out the data frame just to double check on that. So let's see. It's not all of it. Okay. We'll come back to that. I don't know why I didn't draw, but we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste code that I did earlier. This, where I changed the dates to, like the strings to daytime. Copy. Paste. All right, and then I'm going to calculate the duration. By doing duration is equal to new data frame, drop time, minus request time. And then print also going to make a duration column. Give me 1 second, I'm looking up the issue. Oh, sorry. Let me make that. Didn't put new duration in front of that. No, let's do that. There we go. So it gives you the duration of the time. And then what we're going to do import date time. Import date time, time delta. And we're going to calculate the duration of each trip in minutes. And I'm doing that to be able to plot it later on, because if I just plot it just duration only, it's going to give me an error based off when I did this earlier. So I'm going to do duration minutes. It's equal to duration dt total seconds divided by 60. And so that's these are the durations of minutes. So they just transform this to this, basically. And then what we're gonna do is I had this problem earlier. I asked you about it through Canva. I had time durations that were negative and it messed up my entire plot. So I figured that out. It was because the time durations were going over into the next day. So for example, 11:58 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning, that would be a time duration, and they just counted that as negative. So we're going to fix that and create a function where if the duration is less than 0 or negative, we're going to fix that and add 1 day to the duration so it can be the correct value. And then I'm doing this by adding time delta of 1 day to the duration. So fine, adjust duration. with duration as the parameter. If duration is less than time delta 0, then duration is going to be equal to duration plus time delta days equal 1. If not, we're going to just return the duration. So let's look at the data frame right now, and we're using the new data frame. So let's print that. All right, that's the duration right now. And if I click this filter duration, hit negative, see there's a bunch of negative numbers. That's what I was talking about earlier. And we're going to remove that. So we're going to drop this column and create a new column called total duration. It's going to be this function right here. So to do that, let's go ahead and create the new column. Total duration equal to drop time is quest time. And then I'm going to use the apply method to pass this function and apply it to every single value in the series. Oh, I can't see. Okay. Dot apply. Adjust your use the adjust duration, which is this. Sorry. And then we're gonna remove duration column. So df is equal to new df dot drop columns equal to duration. Okay. Let's print that again.